bomb at some shit. Whose man's is this?
Man's? Oh yeah, you don't want
I
that
don't want one of them joints.
Yeah.
Bombing as a civilian is trash. You try to crack a joke with civilians, they all, nigga, what you on? I'm like, oh, you right.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mike Murphy Show. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy, with my man, 100 Grand.
John Grimes.
We got a guest in the building today, man. I usually give these intros, and then what happens is I'll leave out credits, and then they're like, yeah, I was on this too. What about this? And I'm like, fuck it. I'll let him tell his own story. But we met during Quake's house, but I was a fan of two of the TV shows that I seen you on. Everybody Hates Chris and the Upshaws.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, let's make some noise for my man, Mike Estime.
Estimate. You got it. Shit. It was rolling too. And he like, let me see if you can get through this last name.
I'm only human.
You were shit.
Welcome to the show, boss.
Hey man, I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much, dog.
Man, glad to have you.
Yes. You've
been putting a lot of work in though, man.
Bruh, it's as they say, as the young folk say, it's been a minute. Yeah, man. I started I first started in DC when I was younger. Then I
That's
moved.
where you from?
No, man, I went to Howard.
Oh,
I went to Howard, and instead of going to class, I went to comedy clubs, which is why I didn't finish Howard. So I was doing jokes, but I went to Howard.
What year was that?
94, 95.
Okay, that's when my uncle was down
there. Yeah, and that's when, and also, that's when my daughter was born, and I was going to school. Actually, I was going to school while going to stand up, and then made my way over to New York because I was lucky enough to get an agent. Went out there, did all the clubs because New York, you just back to back, you just do your shit. And next thing I know, I was fortunate enough to get this show called Talk to Me, which didn't talk to no one because it only had lasted 2 episodes. So that shit was done. And then I went from there, and then I decided to move at my time, my ex-wife, to LA. And then we had our family here, and then my first day, Everybody Hates Chris, went there. I think I was like dropping off my son at the daycare or something like that, and they called me. I was like, all right, I had no T-shirt and slides on and shit.
For audition?
For the audition. I wasn't prepared, and dudes were in pimp hats and had the jackets and shit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna not get this shit. They're gonna look at me and say, you're not taking this seriously. Walked up in there, said my line, and I got a call back. I was like, all right, well, maybe this is like a charity. Hey, we know you, Mike. Maybe you'll do better the next time.
Yeah.
But every time they call me, I'm dropping off my kid. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't, well, Mike, you just got to go in and do what you did last time. I'm like, all right. And I did it, and I booked it. And the rest is history with that one.
What was it like working on that show?
Oh, man, it was amazing. Terry Crews was cool. At that time, he had like 5 kids. It seemed like he had a kid every time he got picked up for another season.
Damn.
I was like, God damn, Terry. I was like, look, we can celebrate, but shit. Pull out once in a while. God damn, nigga. But we did that. But Terry Crews, great guy. 6 kids. Tashina Arnold, amazing. Chris, I wasn't there when Chris was directing some of the episodes. So that was kind of.
So you didn't really see him that much.
I didn't really see him there. And Chris don't really talk, really.
That's what Tellen said.
Yeah, motherfucker, he don't really talk. I mean, this right here, all this. That's for the stage. When you see him, like, what's up, Chris? Hey, man, what's up? I'm like, God damn. He becomes like a hermit. He's like, But Tony's was great. I worked with Tony and JB Smooth. They were cool.
Oh, yeah, they was both on the show, too.
Yep.
Isn't that interesting? I was just talking to somebody about this the other day about how if somebody meets you from your stage set versus meeting you in person, sometimes those people don't look like the same guy. And I was telling them, like, yo, sometimes I think I'm fucking Clark Kent walking around the streets. And then if I go on stage, I got my cape on. And if you met me, depending on where you met me at, you might be like, how are you the same guy? And it's
you feel like that?
I do. People talk to me like that. I don't think I feel like that. They're like, yo, the dude I just saw sitting on that couch is not the dude I just saw on stage. I'm like, all through DC weekend, they kept saying this to me like, how are you the same dude that was just on the couch not saying shit? And I'm like, I just be chilling. But when I get on stage, like this, I perform. So I think that's interesting. Do you feel like you put a cape on, or do you feel like you put a cape on?
For me, just to answer myself, I can't be on all the fucking time. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I can't be, doing some shows every fucking time.
That's all, folks.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, I can't be doing voices. Oh my God, I mean, man, it's tiring.
Exactly.
You know, especially when you become a father, because you got to save that energy for them.
Brother.
So you got to save. I can't be performing for them and your ass too.
Interesting.
You're like, hey, Mike, going to the store. Speaking of store, I can't be doing fucking bits in the middle. So you just, like you said, you just got to fucking chill and just be kicking. And that's what people do when the Upshaws is like, oh my God, are you really like that on the Upshaw? I'm like, no, motherfucker, it's called acting. We don't do this shit.
Yeah, no,
I'm not.
Now I get that. That's different. But
but I'm like, I don't actually fix your car. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. They just give me the tools and say, Mike, stand here.
Yeah.
So I just do my shit. So yeah, stand up, acting. It's amazing. They can't separate perception from reality.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, really?
Interesting.
Yeah, because like you said, you know how much energy and focus you have to be on that stage.
Yeah.
And when you get off, sometimes you just want to talk like we talking right
Regular
now.
person, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, the show doesn't continue. There's no to be continued.
Yeah.
So that's a
You're
great
like,
point.
oh, you thought that was great, folks? See me outside. I'll see you next week. I'm not gonna be doing.
do the Shan Wiles.
Shan-
But wait, there's more.
Exactly.
Billy Mays. But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more.
But I think for you though, because I see you like in a green room. That ain't how you normally are when you're just around like us, just hanging out. Like that's probably those people that are in the green room. They're seeing you there, and then you get on stage and you do that. Like the person you're on stage is who I see when we film, or when I'm at the Laugh Factory, like walking around. So I think like when you're getting ready for your set, you're in whatever.
Oh, I'm mellowing before I get up.
Like you're trying to get
real?
ready. So they're seeing like the person is reserved, chilling, not really doing nothing. For me, when you said I can't always have it on. I very rarely have it off, just because. And it's not even like, some people try too hard. Like you get around a group of guys and they're like, I just got to be the funniest. They just keep.
Yeah.
Like, no, shut your ass up.
Especially a bunch of comedians.
Yeah. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see the opening, I'll take it.
Right.
But just in moderation, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if I get a big laugh, I'll be like, cool, I could dial it back.
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
bit.
Right,
like
right,
we was
right,
at this hookah lounge on Sunset. It was me, Ocean, Dion Cole, a couple other people. Your co-star, I always forget her name, from the Upshaws. Epps' baby's mom. I'm so sorry.
Kim Fields.
No, not the.
The other one.
The baby's mom, not
Gabrielle Dennis.
Gabrielle Dennis.
Yeah, Gabrielle.
We're
She's
all
great.
there. So we're talking, and somebody said something, and I was like, this is it. Like, I can't let this slide. And I said it, they bust out laughing, and now I'm going back to chilling. Because I don't want to be like, let me keep.
Yeah, I know.
You know, on stage, and you get them, you keep going.
Yeah.
I'm letting off the
Pull
gas.
back, man. Like, all right, motherfucker, this ain't one of your sets.
Yeah, and
that was good.
And so yeah, I get it to that sense where it's like, you can't always be on, but I'm on enough to where it's like, I see the opportunity, I'm taking it.
That's amongst friends too. When you're amongst people that you kind of know, it's like it's like double dutch. You gotta know when to jump in.
Right. If I was around a bunch of comics that were like up here, and I just happened to be in that room, I'm not cracking a single joke.
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna test the joke.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm the opposite. Just this weekend, right? Saturday, I went to the producer Hit Boy had a party in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Same place they had a Rock Nation brunch. So I got an invite, his private party. I'm like, oh, this is dope. They're taking us we parking in UCLA, shuttling us to Beverly Hills, because you can't park. Like if you wanted an artist or somebody, you could drive right up. But everybody else got to park in the thing, they shuttle you over. So we cramped on this van. Dude don't got the air on. And it's a little ways from like Westwood to Beverly Hills.
Yeah, man.
So the girl in the back, I don't know I didn't see who's behind me, but she's like, can you turn the air on? And dude was like, huh? I was like, yo, bro, she's like, can you turn the air on? She's sweating her edges out. Everybody busts out laughing. And she was like, she cracked up. She was like, oh my God, and I heard snort. And I'm like, I don't know none of these people except the 2 people I came with. The other 10 people in the van, they don't know me. I just said it and we got off. She was like, you're so funny. She's like, but I said that because dude next to me was stinking. Like I could tell he was sweating, he was starting to smell. So I wanted the air on. I was like, I don't know if you were sweating your edges out, but I just thought that was something funny to say. I didn't even know if he was black or not.
Okay.
And she had like a hijab on or whatever, so it really, so all the other people really thought it was funny because they thought,
like
I'm cracking jokes like on the Muslim
shit. Like, God damn,
she got the joint
wild.
on her edges sweating out. But I don't care where I'm at. I walk in the room and don't know nobody. It'd be a baby shower. Oh, joke, got it.
Right.
I'm doing it. If I know it's
if
gonna
it's an
kill,
opening, you can do it.
if I know it's, I'm not taking risks though. Like,
Yeah, it has to be calculated.
If I bomb, I'm sick because then I got to get out of there.
Exactly. That's gonna be the worst gender reveal ever. Like, why'd you invite him?
Yeah, if you take the L, if you bomb at some shit, whose man's is this?
Whose man's? Oh yeah, you don't
Yeah, I
want
don't
that.
want one of them joints.
Yeah.
Bombing as a civilian is trash. You try to crack a joke with civilians, they all, nigga, what you on? I'm like, oh, you right. I'm
Yeah,
not.
exactly. I didn't know. Like I thought it was funny because I took my kids to get their physical. My son needed his like physical because he's playing sports and all that.
Uh-huh.
And I just was chilling, and the nurse was in there, and I was firing him off. And I was like, but dude, it wasn't like I had to be on. It just like it sometimes comes out naturally. But the muscle memory for the comic comes in. It's like, oh shit, if she like that, then I'm gonna just fight. But you gotta like time it.
You
The timing got
You
to.
got time it.
You getting a hot 10
You know,
tonight.
got a hot 10. I'm like, shit, I'm getting a hot 10. I'm like, oh, dude, like I'm gonna get a discount on
Oh,
this
yeah.
on this physical that my son's taking. Like, yo, you know, I didn't say I was gonna validate that ticket, but we gonna find something. That shit was hilarious.
Yo.
I want to validate your ticket. Take as many lollipops as you want. He does. You know, do you need any more vaccines? Whatever the fuck.
That's me at restaurants. I turn it on for a server, bro. If we got my girl, we saw knew about that shit. I was like, yo, if I do this right, we gonna get anything we want extra.
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
we getting extra shot.
Yeah, I'll take the first drink. It was messed up. I messed it up. Here you go. Take it. Like, and she'd be like, all right, well, if we getting free
There's
drinks,
currency in humor.
exactly.
There's currency. Now, it didn't work for my doctor because my son still got the shot. He was like, should I get the shot? I'm like, no, I got this. His ass still got the shot. He's like, Dad, you're whack. I'm like, well, I got to work on my material, son. Sorry about that. Some shit bombed, so.
So when you get material out of something like that, like say you go to get the physical, you say something that's just like,
Oh,
and then
dude.
you like, oh, I'm taking this
Hell yeah.
and going to the stage. with it.
100%.
You don't
Because
even believe how much stuff is there. We probably look over
Every day.
everyday
yeah,
shit
we
do.
like you said, sweating your edges out for that bit. That's a funny story.
Yeah.
And I'm already thinking, oh yeah, he could be doing that. And I'm already getting the setup in my mind of how he can put that in there or use that either for crowd work or something.
Especially
But
with a job.
The-
Like,
the-
that's what, and with a job, that's hilarious.
The inexperience that I have would tell you that, and you'll see it like, oh, you could, and I wouldn't even think twice to make that into something like. So there's a lot of shit I'm probably missing in my real life because most of my shit is like storytelling,
Right.
And so that's kind of a story, but I would think like, dang, not really there.
That was a story.
But someone
You headed
who's
to a
like,
big
you got a lot of experience on, like I'll be with Tone. I'll say something, he'll be like, yo, that's a bit. I'm like, is it?
Yeah.
How? And he'll be like, he'll come up with something real quick. I'm like, well, you can have that because I can't fucking use it now. You just wrote the whole joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But he'll come out, he'll see it, and I don't.
Yeah, you right in the bus. You think that dude was funky. I mean, you like this dude was funky. You like turn on the turn on the air because
Yeah.
she's sweating her hedges out. Now she did have a job,
yeah.
but I didn't even fucking care because I just wanted the air on. I mean, you could go on and on because people either can relate to it and they can connect to it and the way you present it, just like you know all the great storytellers of comics, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
dude, that's a bit, dog.
That
you
is
headed
a
to
bit.
a cool DJ's house. You don't even get to that part.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You're struggling on the way there in the heat in LA.
That is hilarious.
Like
because
the
just-
problem, the setup is the problem.
Just exaggerating everything and then just.
No, but it's not really
Yeah,
exaggeration.
exactly.
because
I mean,
you
but just like,
We hot,
like
listen.
describing it like,
Yeah,
bro,
I'm
exactly.
hot listening to the story, nigga. Y'all 10 of y'all on a bus
10
or
of
some
y'all on the
van.
bus? Yeah, cause why couldn't you just park there? Yeah, because you know the stars, they have to keep the spots open for us lower level
Exactly.
motherfuckers.
Like, that's
Us
already
C plus
funny.
D actors, we gotta
Yeah,
take the fucking
D-level
shit.
shuttle. A D-level
D-level
shuttle is
shuttle,
hilarious.
yeah.
Bro.
like Dion Cole does.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike
yeah,
Murphy?
exactly.
All right, you go on the bus.
You was on the bus. Okay. We'll
No,
write
that's
that.
really how they was doing it. You checked in, they give you a wristband, got your invite. Yeah, shuttle's right there. Cool.
Wow.
You get on there, it's like going to summer camp.
And you were feeling it. You were feeling yourself too. Rock
Exactly.
Nation, nigga. What?
I was dressed up and shit. I had a little shirt. I was cool. You know what I'm
Check
saying?
for the other Mike Murphy.
Check for
Is he
the-
on the bus too?
Mike
Yeah,
Murphy-
all Mike Murphy's on buses
Mike Murphy,
today.
all Mike Murphy podcast, 45
Michael.
episodes. Of the time.
Michael?
Michael, you can check Michael.
So look,
Use your middle name and shit.
I just told him earlier, right? So we had the thing, and a couple people walked up like, yo, you funny as hell. They took pictures and stuff. I was like, cool. So we waiting for the shuttle to leave, and we in the front, it's dark out or whatever, and it's a bunch of people standing around, like everybody's waiting. So they're running 6 shuttles. So we sitting there, and I see the dude just keep looking at me and looking back and looking at me. He's like, hey, I don't know if this is you or not, but was you on a podcast and your boy was saying something about the barber holding his lips? And before I could even answer, because it was a clip that went viral with me and him, and he said, like, how old were you when you stopped letting your barber hold your lips shut to line you up? So the shit went viral, right? It's like over like 3 million views. on different platforms, right?
Wow.
So when dude said, "Is that you?" Before I could even turn to say something, everybody was with him was like, "Hell yeah, that's him." Start laughing like, "Your boy got violated." Start cracking them. I was like, "Bro." So now we on a thing. I hear the girl like, "What's that?" Whispering to the dude. She's like, "Oh, he funny. He a comedian. I'll show it to you. Hold on." I'm just sitting there like, leaving the motherfucking mansion in Beverly Hills. Me and my man grabbed me on the spot.
You're funny, man, but cheers, you gotta get on this shuttle. If you could just get right here so we get
Enough's enough.
enough, nigga. Look, we thought it was funny. No, we got you.
That's crazy.
I'll follow you.
Got you feeling good, then the bus door open up.
Yeah,
Get your ass back on the show.
What?
Facts.
That's hilarious.
COMEDI.
So you said you got the Everybody Hates Chris,
You.
and then what came after that?
After Everybody Hates Chris, came a bunch of other little things like little guest stars on Bernie Mac. Well, it was Bernie Mac, then Everybody Hates Chris, I should say. And then after that, it was just doing gigs after gigs. And then I started performing on cruise ships, Carnival Cruise Lines, which was very interesting.
I be seeing they pay good.
No.
Oh, see.
No, they did. I mean, the good thing about it is, and I'm a whore for the comedy. So basically, stage time is what I love. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna be a simp or be punked out if you don't pay me.
Yeah.
But at that time, things were slowing down, and I think my reps weren't getting me out, or I was in between. I think my rep dropped me. I think they dropped me the time I was on Carnival. So I was like, fuck it. And the reason why I say because you have no other time but to write.
What you gonna do?
What the hell you gonna do? You're not even in the guest cabins. You with the crew.
Oh.
You thought you'd be in the palace. You see an ocean view and everything. No, you hear the ocean view. You just can't see that bitch.
Damn.
So you are just writing. And the thing about it is, at that time I was there pre and a little post pandemic, but mostly pre, and they were paying decently. And they always, anytime you did well, you kept going up the rung.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing really well. And the thing is, you have to do 30 minutes of, you have one family-friendly show and about 4 or 5 adult shows. And 3 adult shows, 2 family-friendly. And most of them, you could only have 1 repeat show. So that means you have to come up with bits after bits.
Each show is 30 minutes.
Each show is 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and you're the headliner.
Basically, gotta have 2 hours of material.
2 hours of material.
Yeah, because the family-friendly ones, you can do the same set.
Yeah, you can repeat it, but if you know, sometimes you'd be like, I'm tired of doing this shit because you don't have the same energy.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was like, and my sets used to be so long, and then I started figuring out, some of the family stuff I have in my adult, so why don't I just shift that shit over to my family? Then I can lengthen it, and then I could switch it any which way I can.
Yeah, so it ain't identical.
Identical, exactly, and that's what being on those ships helped me do.
Wow.
Is like try to maneuver and juggle and just be a Cirque du Soleil with my fucking comedy, and it worked out. I loved it. And do they pay great? No, but I was a strong motherfucker when I got off there, bro. It was just because I didn't have to. It's not like L.A. where you hope to get maybe a spot every other month.
Yeah.
There you're performing every night, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 6, 8, 10, and it has to be new, back to back to back, and then you can't get away and that I have to be on. Because hey, comedian guy.
Yeah, you in there, you eating with
you
the
eat
people
with the
and
motherfuckers
shit.
like,
Trying to
hey,
get the crab
come on,
legs.
comedian guy eating cracker, eating cereal. Oh, there's that motherfucker right there.
They trying to take pictures with you and shit?
Oh, as I'm eating, I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, what's up? I'm like, nah, dude, come on now. You ain't that hungry. I'm like, no, I wouldn't be up here. But I take pictures with them because I'm catering to my client.
Yeah, got to.
So I do what I do, but it was awesome. I remember, and they get, because it's Carnival, for some reason, they think it's the Royal Caribbean or some private yacht and shit. It's Carnival. You know, there's a certain pay scale, economic. Maybe you've been saving up and you got the Carnival. So sometimes they feel like you're the comic and you work for them. You're catering. I'm an independent contractor, but I don't work for you.
Yeah.
So there was sometimes, they would like come up to me and try to coach me on my jokes. Hey, you know what would be funny? I'm like, no, I wouldn't. I just walk the fuck away because you're sitting there watching me. You're not come from the bullpen like all of a sudden you're my like private writer and shit, or people complained about me, and I thank goodness I've taped my shows, so that way I kept my job because sometimes they hear like I had the word I was saying the nigga a joke or like that, and how I used to say it a lot, blah blah blah. That's all they heard. They didn't hear any of the setup, the context, or the bit, and they tried to get me like fired off the show, off the ship.
Oh shit! But you had the footage.
But I had the footage. I showed the guy that, but the guy, his name was, I think it was like Skippy or something like that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Mike, yeah, I see where you using nigga." I'm like, "Okay, hey, Skippy, I know what I said. You don't have to say it."
He's a white dude.
He's a white dude.
Oh
Like,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, Skip."
He's
Skip.
trying to get retribution.
Retribution, like, no, this ain't, no, this is not part of reparations, Skip. And like, "Oh yeah, so what you're saying with nigga?" I'm like, "No. I know what I said. You can't." Like, "I'm sorry, I was just saying what you." I'm like, "I know what I said, but you can continue." And then I kept my job, so I was cool.
I had a chiropractor back home, right? My boy was like, yo, he's the best. And he would come to like LA Fitness where we worked out at. He had an R8, a black joint, right? And he would come, pull up. I was like, oh, this dude cool. He was like, white dude, but he was like Muscle Beach, Venice white, like spiky blonde hair. You know what I mean? Shredded up, like that. So my back was messed up. My boys like, go see him, Dr. Fish. I'm like, cool. So I go there and I'm telling him like, yeah, I do comedy, boom. He was like, oh, okay. Oh, Eddie Murphy, he's my favorite. Then he's talking about, Richard Pryor. Then he's talking about the Mudbone shit. And I didn't know what it was. I was like, nah, I didn't hear it. Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, he's saying it. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah,
like, no, I was like, nah, this shit's on the house. This visit.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't mean. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and leave the review. He's like, no, I was like, you can't say that, bro. You could just say the N-word.
Yes.
He was like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, no, that's cool.
The Mudbone. Like,
He was doing
that's Mudbone. That's not me. Well,
he was doing a joke, but he was saying it like verbatim.
It's like with Joe Rogan.
Because I didn't know, I didn't never hear the joke.
Have you heard a Mudbone bit?
No, so
To this day?
No, I still didn't.
Bruh.
And so he was telling, like, saying it, and I was like, hey, bruh. Like, the first time he said it, I kind of was like,
You know what?
I was like, what?
Oh, he's still stuck on that. You haven't heard
I feel like
Mudbone?
he should be allowed to say it now since you ain't never heard it. That white man should be able to go through a Mudbone bit with your ass. Now.
But that's what you're saying is what he thought. He was like, yo, since you haven't heard it, let me tell you.
Well, I can understand. Look, white people like to be detailed. He's like, look, I want to make sure I don't leave anything out.
Exactly.
He didn't want to leave anything out.
You ever heard the Chronic, brother? Oh, man, track 7. They know every little part, bro.
Doggy style?
But you use your juice.
But see, I can understand because he knows you're black, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he was just
Okay. He thought he was talking with his brothers.
Brother, he thought, I thought he
The
these
Negro all love this
niggas,
song.
come on, you heard that.
Yeah, no, so it's crazy you said it because like back home, everyone knows that. When I came out here, was the first time I experienced people
I
being
didn't
like,
know.
I'm not sure, and I was like, what do you mean? And then I started like really like taking a step back and look at it from like, if this was me, and I'm like, all right, I had hair before, but people thought I was either mixed or Puerto Rican, or like Dominican or something. I had hair. When you got a bald head, that takes away like a black feature. Because if you see nigga hair, you like, oh. That'll tell the story.
Oh, yeah.
You think the girl's white, but she got long, her curly, nappy hair. You be like, oh, she's definitely not white.
Yeah.
There's comments on Instagram.
But if she had a wig on, it's like straight hair. You might be like, well, I don't know.
I don't know.
So me
but
not
you
having
gotta see
hair,
the edges and the baby hair. Come on.
Every
the beard
day
could
somebody
be like-
comment like, I can't yell at this white dude talk to you like this. I'm like, what white boy they talk? It's about this nigga? Like,
Who
yo,
said that?
on the comments on my videos, like, why letting this dude talk to y'all like this? And this nigga keeps saying the N-word.
I know. I didn't know he was in Quake House, and he was in Quake House. And he said, when he said nigga for real, I was like, and Quake just kept going. I'm like, Quake, so you just gonna let this white man go? we just letting it fly. That's how it's going.
Yeah, we got 23 and me, Mike, bro.
23 man.
That's
like,
a whole new
like,
episode,
yeah,
bro.
because that's why I thought the white dude was like, yeah, man, and then Mudbone, that nigga like, oh, come on, it's me and you.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. Michael, Mike, it's me and you. It's all right.
But I know you say it.
You leave that woke outside.
Mike, I know, Mike. I know, Mike.
Mike. I know my heart flutters every time I say it outside, but hey,
We're in here. We're inside.
We're inside. We're fine.
Quake, because I met Quake before I ever did the show.
Okay.
And so when I first time I did the show, he was like, oh, he was calling me Central Casting. And I was like, what the fuck is that? He was like, you look like every Hispanic, the different drug dealer.
Arabic, Middle Eastern.
He was like, all the bad guys in any shit, Arabic, Middle Eastern, Puerto Rican. He's like, nigga, that's you. You the Central Casting. You the typical background actor for any drug movie. And I start cracking up and shit. But yeah, it was like, when I came out here, I tell him this story. My first time I ever got booed was because I was saying nigga on stage. And they thought I was white. It was a setup how they brought me. They brought me up to the stage on a setup, but I was too.
What show was this?
I was at the Ha Ha for a Black History Month. But listen, bro, it was.
I forget that part every time.
It was. Hilarious. I had just moved. I moved out here December 30th of 2019. So I started doing open mics at the Hot because you could just pay $5.
Right.
And I would go up there and be doing material, just practicing. Dude hosted a mic was like, yo, you funny as hell. But here's the thing, my nickname since I was a kid is White Mike because I'm this color and all the other mics is like your color, his color.
Yeah.
So that's how they just differentiate me, you know what I mean?
Right.
My mom called me that. So I come to the stage as White Mike. I'm like, this is gonna be the catchy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he come to the stage like, you ain't white. I was like, nah, I'm black. He was like, oh, okay. Cooked the open mic. He was like, oh, I want to put you on this show. I got Black History Month.
Right.
I do a monthly show. It's always a theme. This is February, and then Black History Month. I'm like, oh, bet. I get up there, get in the green room, we introducing that. Who's White Mike? I'm like, me. They're like, tell them the story I just told you.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay, cool. The host is like, he's the one that asked. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you black. That's what's up. That's me up. Cool. I go to the DJ. Yo, you got Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah.
I'm from Pittsburgh. Oh, I got you, bro. Cool. Host goes up. He's like, yeah, can you believe fucking Deontay Wilder set black people back 400 years? Losing to that white boy to close out Black History Month. Remember he lost to Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
He wore all that stupid shit.
Heavy
So
ass
he's
shit.
like, he's like, the fuck, man, this is, and they're like, fuck yeah. I'm like, hey, bro, we supposed to be telling jokes.
Yeah,
You bring
bro.
me up to this Black Panther party meeting?
Yeah, for a boxing match?
And then he's like, we got an all black show for y'all black DJs, black hosts, black comedians, black power. It's like some Spike Lee shit. He's like, but we had to have one token white guy on the show. Make some noise for White Mike. They don't even clap.
Oh.
Nigga don't even play the music. The nigga just looked at me, he was like, I was like, bruh. So when I walk up, I'm like, oh, I gotta do something to break that, like the tension.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I grab the mic, like, I know what y'all thinking. This nigga ain't white. Who sold his cracker? He can say the motherfucking N-word.
No.
Black chick. I was like, bitch, I'm black. Bitch. Who the fuck you talking to, white boy? I'm looking around and shit like, oh, I've been in LA for a month and a half.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, so this motherfucker Trump crazy. Nah, fuck that. I'm like, this shit ain't going well at all. Like, I'm trying to like talk shit about Trump. They're like, nah.
fuck
I said
you,
something. I thought like, well, this is going. I'm gonna end it on this. Is going to get a big laugh. Said my joke. Dude was like, get the fuck off the stage, wigger. Get Slim Shady the fuck out of here. I was like,
oh damn.
I left. I walked straight out the stage. I went right out the door.
Oh, yeah.
Before I even got into the month on the fucking 101, I threw all them White Mike business cards I had out the window. I got rid of my email address. I changed my Instagram name, everything. Immediately, I never came to the stage as White Mike again. And I was like, what the fuck happened? And when I looked at the video, I had like a jean jacket on with a Harley Davidson t-shirt.
Oh.
I didn't even have my beard. It was like real, like just light, like a shadow.
Yeah.
And I had the bald head, and I just was like, okay, I can see where.
Yeah, man.
I can see. And then, but the setup, him saying that.
Yeah, we got a token white dude coming.
We had
up.
an all black show, but we had to have one white dude. But why the fuck did you say that?
Right, like, wait, you just went blackity black, big blackity black. You went big and blacker.
And then he's like, but we got the DEI hire.
We just to show that we're fair. We brought this crack up in here. Ted, bring it up, white. Oh, that's fucked
That's
up.
exactly how he did it.
Do you remember your worst show?
My worst show? Shit. Let me count the ways. Look, man. The two worst shows I had were the first one when I just started. It was like I was 5 years into. I just moved back to New York, and they had this thing in DC where you can get onto the Apollo at the time.
Yeah.
Apollo, Showtime at the Apollo. So they have levels. They have like stages. So you have the first, second stage. I got to the second stage. If I get past the second stage, I'm on Showtime at the Apollo. So I did my bit. They were like, all right, good. Everybody comes on a bus. It's not the most glamorous shit. It's better than a shuttle, but still, it was a fucking bus. It was ventilated. We get there, and then you have the singers and everything. You could hear everybody getting booed or cheered, and then you ain't booing my ass. Fuck that. Yeah, I ain't booing my ass. I already had the attitude. I'm in New York, man. We gonna do this shit. Fuck that. So they call me and they're like, all right, guys, we got a comedian coming up. Y'all ready? All right. And everybody go, oh, because they're like getting ready because they never know. You know, the log is sitting right there. And I passed, and you're supposed to touch the log. That's the tradition, and get onto the Apollo stage. I just passed that motherfucker because I was just so amped up. And they were like, hey, man, you got to touch the log. And they were like, oh. So I already lost them right there. Didn't touch the log.
Yeah.
And my parents now are in the audience as well.
Are you at the Apollo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, I thought you were still talking about the audition.
Oh, no,
You
the
at the
audition.
Apollo.
Yeah, I'm at the Apollo.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, fuck the audition. This is where the fuck up happened. This is.
He's like, I did all the good shit.
I did all the good shit. I didn't want to tell you
fucking
good
matter.
shit. I'm telling you the bad shit. This is where, humility, because I was at an all-time high. And this when, comedy humbles your ass. And I came out, didn't touch the log, came out. I'm like, yo, what's up, yo? Like, yeah, you ever... And I, like, bumbled some words. And then all of a sudden, it was like you ever hear Harley Davidson? Like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's how the booze sounded. It just started really low. And then the Sandman, he comes out doing the dance. This motherfucker felt so bad, he just walked out and gently grabbed my hand, and he just like led me out. Boo! And that black lady in the front, I don't know if you remember the Apollo, dancing, like, boo! And I wanted to kick her glasses off so fucking bad. I felt violent.
You got Sandman.
I got Sandman bad.
Your parents is both Haitian?
Hey, oh yeah. And my mother, she's like, baby, it's okay. Sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's not. I looked at my father like, you gotta work on your material. And then he just kept walking.
Your dad?
My dad. I think he was the one that started the booze.
Yeah.
That mother was like, that nigga started the booze. He's like, you were terrible. I'm like, all right, Pop, I get it. Now, I'm telling you, I mean, they were booing next to me. I'm like, Pop, I get it. Everybody started like, motherfucker, I was on stage. I know.
I heard this shit.
I heard this shit. I was there.
It was so loud.
It was very loud. Exactly. I couldn't. It's still ringing in my ears. I'm like, this motherfucker. But that was I got booed off that, and then I went to some hood joint.
Oh, yeah.
And dudes looked like they just finished doing a drive-by.
But the Apollo probably worse because it's the Apollo.
It's the Apollo, bro.
Like the hood shit, nobody fucking even remembers your name.
Here's my theory. Here's my thing about the Apollo and stuff like that, man. Like, it is obviously for the performer and the experience semi-traumatic. It's like, damn, that is not how I wanted it to go.
Right.
But I look at it like this when it comes to something like that. Bombing at the Apollo is, I tell my little sister sometimes when she asks me about my comedy journey, like, man, it's a lot of comedians. It's gonna be so hard for you to get wherever you want to get to. I'm like, that's a myth. It's not gonna be hard to get to where I want to get to. If I want a very specific thing that only one dude got, it's gonna be very hard to get that one dude spot.
Right.
But if I want to just be a successful comedian, it's not that crazy. But I told her to look at the Olympics, right? Let's say the 100-meter dash or 200-meter dash. Usain Bolt, right? It's 8 people on that track racing him. Well, 8 people total on that track. Usain Bolt's the fastest man in the world. He gonna come in first, and then 7 other people gonna come behind him. But this is the Olympics. One dude's gonna come in last, 8th place. But that 8th place dude is the 8th fastest dude in the world.
Exactly.
Like, people never look at it that way. They look at it as you came in last. But like, bro, I'm the 8th fastest dude in the world. And so, even though both bombs are bombs, bombing at the Apollo is, like you say, you have to get to the Apollo to get to the Apollo.
Right.
They don't just let you walk up.
Yeah.
You had to have some kind of verifiable talent before they even let you walk in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you already cleared all the the prerequisites.
Yeah, because they all they see is the finished product. They don't see the work leading up to it.
Exactly.
And motherfuckers like, oh man, you ain't made. Oh dang, dog, you fell off. No, motherfucker, I'm still working. Just because you don't see me doesn't mean I'm not working on something. And then when they, that's why a lot of times I don't call home because they ask, hey man, you haven't been on TV in a long time. Like, yeah, I just don't come on TV when I feel like it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers they have to hire me. I just be like, yeah, I feel like getting on TV. I don't.
Like, that's the thing too, is that the loudest boos come from the cheapest seats.
Oh.
No,
Not the Apollo. It came from the good seats too.
Oh yeah, no, that
Yeah,
that's
my shit.
I heard that place is right up on you.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
right
like
up on
not
you.
those boos. Those are more like the people like critiquing you, like you didn't do this.
Oh yeah.
Those people, because it's like, yo, you should shut the fuck up.
Pretty much.
Because you ain't, you know what I mean? The people who's doing what you're doing will be like, yo, keep at it, bro. I remember I was doing this show and they canceled, I lost Saturday Night Live and I thought that was the end of it. Then so the people who are going through it, they respect it. And they might crack jokes like, oh, then you got canceled.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got canceled. But it's not like, man, you suck. Because they know what it is and they know what it takes. And like you said, to get into like, oh, I'm the 8th fastest, that's a big argument with the LeBron Jordan thing when they're like, well, he lost in the finals. People are like, when he took him, he went all those times. Like, you can't discredit him going
the dude went
10 fucking times.
10
like,
times.
Don't
And
say like,
he
oh,
only won 4. I'm like,
bro, he went 10 times. So that's like the big argument.
Exactly.
It's like, well, Jordan's never lost. Yeah, he never went that many times either. So people, that's the argument, like you said. People look at it like you lost, like, yo, you didn't even fucking go.
Yeah.
You got washed out in the fucking play-in or whatever.
Qualify.
the play-in game.
You couldn't
You
qualify.
qualify in the playoffs.
Like,
Exactly.
you didn't even make it in the playoffs. Don't talk shit, bro.
Yeah, but because it's easier to talk shit than to actually try. and to actually fail. When you fail, because when I watch Super Bowl or any championship, I stick around. I don't give a fuck about the winner. I want to see how the loser looks.
Yeah.
I do. It's not like to see the pain, but just see how they react. They could be mad or they be like, yo, we did it. And then, we did it our best. But, especially if they, it was one of those nip and tuck games. It was a blowout. Be like, hey, we fucking got here.
Yeah.
No one thought
When
we
you
did
get
it.
that close.
And when you that close, I just love to see that shit because I like to see people that care.
Like when Jason Kelsey had to go up to his brother and he hugged him, he was like, yo, go celebrate with mom and dad. Like,
well, your
good
team
game.
after-
I'm out. He was like, go see mom and dad. Like, congratulations. Like, that had to be, that was for me, one of my favorite sports moments ever.
Yeah.
Because the big brother looking at his little brother like, you earned it. I love you. Go celebrate with mom and dad. Like, I'm out. Like,
Yeah,
he told his parents, go see Travis, celebrate with him.
Yeah.
I'm going back. Like,
With my teammate.
And I'm like, damn, bro. Like, that takes a lot. Because I'd have been like, man, fuck him, bro. Like, I'm beating his ass at the Thanksgiving dinner. Like, he's getting fucked up.
Yeah, because Travis gonna be an asshole, be wearing all his rings and shit. Like, hey man, damn, sorry, dog. Can you pass me the casserole?
Yeah, doing shit like
It's
that.
the most human you'll be in defeat. It's like even when people can't relate, they can relate to losing. And so when they see somebody lose, they do want to see your human side and see you go like, this sucks. I'm a human. I cry. I get sad too. Like,
not everybody's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Where you just fucking just falls in. I mean, he lost, but he won more than he lost.
way more than he lost.
So at the end of the day, yeah, I don't. First, I used to get fucking mad about that. And people be like, yeah, man, wait, you ain't doing nothing with you. I'm like, motherfucker, don't ask me what I just said hi. Don't go down my IMDb Pro. I haven't seen you do anything. I mean, you're not my agent. You're
That's
not my rep.
wild, actually.
You know what I'm saying? So, chill.
But it is, like you said, it's one of the things that's easier to critique than to actually go and try and fail.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to be like, oh, I ain't seen you on nothing. Motherfucker, he thought he was big shit when he was out. Yeah. That's just the anger. Like, they want to see you fail because they never tried nothing.
Exactly.
And we lose way more than any sport.
Oh, hell yeah.
This industry, we take so many L's before we get a W, a real W.
This is
It's
comedic
just
golf.
L's on L's on L's,
Yeah.
bro. And so it's like, when you see somebody win as a comic, you're like, dude, why can't you be mad? Because I know how much you get told no. And I don't even know how much you get told no because I don't even do enough to get enough no's as everybody else. But I just know it's a bunch of no's.
And a lot of times, it's not even a nose. It's just you don't hear shit.
You don't hear shit.
You go audition
just
for
find
something,
out you
and
didn't
then
get
you
it.
watching them like, nigga, that's the role I went out
You
for.
get ghosted, and then you call, hey, what happened then? Oh, yeah, they went another direction. Yeah, I see. I see it on fucking TV.
Yeah, I'm
People
watching
couldn't
it.
take that. People couldn't take that kind of rejection
I'm watching
on a
Risky
regular
right
basis.
now.
Yeah, you got it, but you take the rejection. And again, I always say this, and I tell this to my kids, and I told this to my ex. I say, look, and this is part of the reason why we weren't together, because she'd be seeing me bang my head against the wall doing this comedy and the acting and all that, and she would see a lot of the fails, but there would be so much fails. But when those victories came, they came far and few between.
Right.
And that's where you have to have that fucking armor, that thick skin, and she didn't have that. And she's like, I can't do that. I'm like, look, this is what I do. You didn't meet me as an accountant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't sweep my way into your heart like Akeem in Coming to America. I do this shit. And this is something that I know it seems, I guess, masochistic because it is brutal to our souls. Because you could have a great set, you could be the highest of highs, and you have the lowest of lows, great set, bad set. It's masochistic to have that type of abuse. But because there's something, that's why I tell people there's nothing you can explain to them why you do it. I mean, I know there's a fame, but it's just the making the connecting with the audience, connecting with the individual. And I always told her, I said, the reason why you're mad is because you're afraid to do the things that I'm doing, which is take risk all the time.
Yeah.
And and not being afraid to fail. Because you're afraid to fail. You need to have everything, there, but life don't work that way.
Like some people need that paycheck every week or every 2 weeks.
They
or
need
whatever.
it. Oh, they'll lose it.
Women especially, they want the structure and the security. Like it's just a peace of mind thing for them. Like
That's how they're wired.
They panic or worry more than you do about your
anxiety.
life.
Oh,
It's like, how you worried about me and my shit?
Yeah.
Like, if you good, you good.
You
But don't
good.
panic for me.
That's exactly what she
ain't
said. She
panicking.
goes, "How you doing with your finance?" I'm like, "Fuck you want? You my what? You my accountant? All of a sudden, what the fuck you asking?" Be like, "Well, I'm just worried that you don't have enough money." I was like, "I have enough money. I'm good." Are you sure? I'm like, "What the fuck? You want to audit me? What the fuck? Are you being wired? What?"
Because like you said, like we do this, we have something, all three of us, we all do like you didn't do no acting, but I'm sure you'll take it if it comes around.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I'll do
you've
it.
done a lot more acting. We do, you know. So the joy that these things bring to us, if you could just look at it on paper, right? You say this. Let's take this person as a job, and each year they make $80,000, which is pretty high because most people don't make that much.
Right.
Let's say they make $80,000, right? And they're working every year at 8. You might do one project, and let's just say it paid you $500,000. You did it for 2 seasons, but then you don't work for 4 more years. Your $500,000 is still more than her 80, and you went years without doing shit.
Just
Like you had to go check in every day. I woke up, went and got Starbucks, fucked around, went to the gym, you know, did some auditioning, hit the stage.
Played on Oculus and shit.
Yeah, like,
you know.
I'd much rather do this than be punching a clock, hating my life just for a guaranteed check and not be happy.
We could place in golf or racing, get second or third, and get that winner's or second place check, and be like, I ain't won in a year, but that second place check gonna cover last year, this year, and next year.
Yeah,
like,
you just get one commercial and
it's
don't have
just
to work
about-
for 2 years. And be like, I got time to just work on my
I
craft.
would work on my craft. I could tour. I could write some stuff up. I could write a movie. I could do whatever. But it's just I always call them the not the lame, but the newbies. They look it from the outside. The fans.
Yeah.
The fans see the finished product.
Yeah.
And like they said, they like the winners and the Flash, and not everybody's gonna be Kevin Hart or Matt Rife or whatever the hell you want. These big dudes that are selling out. But there are dudes that are just as talented, even more funnier, and doing big things that you just haven't heard of from yet. And the thing that I was told my ex, and I tell a lot of people that before they get into this business with a couple, or if they're in a couple, make sure she understands, almost like an athlete, the sacrifice you have to put forward. And if she's all right with that, cool.
Yeah.
If she's gonna be fucking around, well, how long are you gonna do this? How are your finances? I mean, you think this will go somewhere?
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, no. I know what's not going somewhere. This relationship.
Yeah,
That's what the fuck's not going.
Because it's an anchor to it's holding you down.
It's
and
holding you down.
up.
I need someone
Creatively. Your
it-
creative explosion cannot happen with somebody dumping
gotta
and
argue
tapping
it.
on your brain.
creative constipation. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like I
creative
can't think what
constipation.
you hear, honestly. like
And it's I can't be around people that are afraid to fail.
No, it's-
That's the one thing. You have to be around people that are about some shit. They're about to do some shit, strategize shit, mobilize shit, and execute the shit. And if they fail, I have much more of a appreciate. If they do great, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
But if they fail, I'm just as happy.
Yeah, because it's like you had to.
Because I'm like,
the
you
attempt.
You the attempt.
Evil Knievel.
I mean, Evil Knievel. Okay, the motherfucker burned himself. He got 3rd-degree burns and shit. Might have a slight concussion, but hey, dude, no one else would have done that. But
He went for it.
Yeah.
You went for it, and I respect that shit so much.
This is like comedy in particular is the only. I don't say only, but it's one of the few things that you can not win and still do better than the winner. You see people going to America's Got Talent or stuff like that. They come in 3rd place to some fucking
Juggler or
some shit.
Yeah.
And then now they're on selling out comedy clubs. And the juggler is under a contract with ABC or whatever for 2 years. They can't do shit. And they're stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, I came in 2nd place. But nobody even remembers the juggling people. They're like, yo, I seen you on this. You funny as hell.
Because you make a connection. Comedy and music are the 2 things that can make a connection with people.
Yep.
Thanks.
People will they'll remember how you made them feel for that hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours.
It only takes that one person to be like, damn, who is that dude?
That's
Oh,
all
yo,
it
you want to come in? You be like,
I mean,
hell.
think about how you connect with. So you did 10 people on a fucking crowded ass shuttle, hot as hell. You make one joke, bit, yo, you funny as hell. You made a connection.
Yeah.
You didn't say hi. You didn't have to say, hey, where you from? But all you did was a joke because that releases, the endorphins, and you just feel, or you get nostalgic, or you were thinking the same shit. And that's one thing I love about comics. What we do as a business is that we say the shit that people are afraid to say.
Yeah.
Or think about saying, or say it in a way where if they said it, it would have been an insult. But if
we
we
make it
say
digestible.
we make it digestible for them to be okay to laugh with it. And it doesn't matter what party you're from or your color or your race. Motherfuckers just laugh. If you get the joke, you get it. If you know,
and
you know.
and that's the talent. Is like, oh, how did you take that and make me laugh?
Exactly.
Especially dark humor.
Bro,
People were like, oh, I want to laugh, but funny as hell.
That's why you have people come up to you every day. Hey, I got an auntie. She got one leg and a lazy eye and a half a titty because she got a mastectomy. Do something with that. I'm like, nigga, Pray? I don't know what you want me to say.
Is she all right, bro?
Is she here? Oh yeah, I'm rolling around here. She loved you. No, you know what I'm saying? But it's just something that connects you, and you'll never forget how it made you feel. And you know how it is when you connect with motherfuckers, especially off a set. You get comments. I see it on your IG when you like roast motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you go in rapid fire, and people they either hate you or love you. But they respect you, like, yo, he got you on that, dog.
Yeah.
He got you on that. So that shit be funny as hell. But you connect with their ass. You know what I'm saying? They remember you because, oh, yeah, that's the dude that blah, 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 blah.
I had a dude come to me at one of the shows and was like, yo, you roasted me at the Improv in Hollywood. I was with Dion. He was like, yo, you roasted me one day. I had these Jordans on. Like,
Well, I think I know. Was that the dude at the beach?
no, this dude was basically. I made a video about these shoes saying like they was like the Mexican Jordans.
Right.
Like these are the Mexicans, always Dominicans and shit be wearing these. And he was like, nah, them is nice as hell. I got them, and I was like, I went to his page like, boy, I seen you. Don't get involved. And he said something. And I didn't make a video. I just cooked him in the comments
Yeah, I
and
saw
like
it.
pinned his comment. And everybody started getting him. So we had an Improv. He walks up. He's like, yo, you something. I was like, I don't remember. He was like, he had this shit screenshot. Like,
Wow.
The
Yeah,
like, yo.
receipts and shit.
and he was like, yo, you funny as hell. That shit was like, people was hitting me up for days. Like, bro, I seen you on that made him feel good. I was like, that's good. But I'm just like, but it was funny. He remembered like, yo, you got me one day. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's like 2 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, it was one of my
Well,
first
he
videos.
probably went to therapy. He probably was going to kill you.
I was
but then
like-
after he's like, hey, man, my priest said that you was funny. He liked it too. And here's the screenshot. Yeah, bro. I mean, I remember one time this lady said her husband had ALS. Came to a show.
Lou Gehrig's.
Yeah, bro. ALS. He came to my show. She wheeled him into the show. And she was like, oh, and then I was walking out. This was at Carnival. And I was walking out, and she goes, oh, my husband loved you. We thought you were so good. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Where is he? And he goes, well, I had to get him in because he has ALS. I said, what? I said, ALS, but how did you know? It was like, oh, I know because he does this thing with his eye or like his face that he knows he's laughing or because she's been with him so many years.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yo, I was like, she goes, but I just want you to think this is one of the highlights of the trip. And he loved you. And I know he loves you. And I'm just spending as much time as And dude, it was so cool. And she was fine as hell.
Them is the best. Yeah,
Oh,
when he dies, come on, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I fucked her. But no, he ain't gonna do nothing. What he gonna do?
That's where your brain went.
I mean, come on, shit.
Roll his ass out in the
Roll
hallway
his
real
ass out
quick.
there.
So
He
I
don't
can
know
talk
what's
to
going
you.
on.
What was you gonna say, bro?
Shit.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck. Bro. I was gonna say, I hope this is what I was gonna say. I do think it's dope when you when people quote you after a show.
Oh my God.
Because there's so much to ingest the entire show. And if they walk out and quote something that you said, you know you left a mark.
Oh hell yeah.
And I've
Even
got-
if they quote you wrong.
Exactly.
But you, at least they remember your shit.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
like I got to the point now where I do care more about who fucks with me at the show than making everybody tee-hee-hee.
Exactly.
That part is gone for me now. I do not need 100%
How long
laughter.
did that's a good point. How long did that take for you? For you to get to that place where you just like fuck, it's not about tee I'm just
So this will be 11 years. This will be 12 years for me at the end of this year. I would say about maybe a year or two ago, I realized like,
Really?
oh, everybody ain't laughing, but the people who are come up to me after the show and go, "You that shit?" And I was like, oh, I just sing to my choir. That's all I gotta do is sing to my choir now. I don't need everybody else to laugh because there's 300 people in the room. 300 people ain't gonna come out and buy 300 shirts for me.
Mm-hmm.
It might be 10 people to come out and buy shirts for me. Them the 10 niggas I need, because if I keep stacking 10s, eventually I'll get 300.
Yeah.
But me trying to make 300 people laugh so y'all can go, oh, I like that guy. He was funny, but I can't remember anything about him. I need the nigga to go, no, that nigga with the weird facial hair and that joke about the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What was his name? Like that kind of people. Those ones you need. And so that's why, I'd say about year 10, it started to make me go, okay.
So you did it earlier than me. It took me year 15, 18. Because it was basically, it started, and I like subconsciously remembered it because I remember Bill Cosby before he started raping bitches.
Uh-huh.
He was before we knew he was raping bitches. This is a bullet pop.
It's in parentheses on the screen. Right?
No, I remember he had a quote. He said, you'll be more successful when you don't care what people think about you. When you stop caring what people think about you.
Yeah.
Now, Bill should have really thought about that before he did that. but when he said that, I was like, and I didn't get it because I was like, stop it. But you're on stage and you want people to like you and you want people to care what you're saying. But I think what he was saying, what you were saying is, sing to your choir. Stop thinking you have to cater to everybody. You feel me? Not everybody's gonna be loving your shit.
So two things to that. Like, I seen that there's a skit that on a CD just came out, and dude said those who perform for the applause already lost their voice. And I was like, damn, like,
Wow.
you going out there doing what you think will make, instead of doing what you want to do, and then applause come, that's the perk of it. But going out there and being like if you made a video just on like a humbug and it did 1 million views, and now you're like, all my content got to be this. That ain't what you want to do. Now you already lost your voice. You doing some shit that's just people want and not what you feel good about. So it's not even your art no more.
Nope.
And then on Kenya Barris's show, Black AF, he's meeting with Tyler Perry in one of the episodes.
I saw that
and
one.
he says like, why do you do? He's like, I don't give a fuck what Rotten Tomatoes says or Cisco. And he was like, I'm making this shit for our people. I have an audience that likes what I do and I make it for them. I don't care what they say. I don't give a fuck. And I was like, damn, that's crazy, because sometimes you get caught up in like, and I know I used to do this, and I picked up on it probably a lot faster than some new comedians. You go to a comedy club, you go to the Laugh Factory, you see comedians go up and you see someone like CP kill. And then you're like, oh, I need to tell jokes like that.
Exactly.
And then you go up there and you're starting to tell jokes that ain't even, you're like, man, I feel stupid as fuck. Because
pushing.
I'm trying to do what I think is going to get me the laughs instead of being like, let me tell my story.
They want authenticity, bro.
And that's what it is.
That's all it is. And it took me a while to be authentic. Because, see, the thing, when I was coming up, you kind of had to figure it out on your own. The good thing about, I think, from what I've experienced, is that y'all coming up behind us, you got more of a community, I think. And y'all work with each other on podcasts and you write with each other and shit. I think, aside from whatever this dumb shit with Cat Williams and all, I think that's just like a small community. That's rich people business. I don't know about that. I don't fuck with millionaires like that. But I'm saying for you guys coming up, what's great is that you have a friendship and a kinship where you kind of hold each other accountable, and instead of, it's competitive, yeah, but it's a friendly competition. You feel me? And you're able to, and like you just said, that's why I asked you how long it took you, and you said, oh, it took me even shorter, because y'all probably were together and you see what he's doing and you will see what you're doing and you feed off each other. And that's why you're able to, because for me, like I said, it took me 15, 20 years. You said, and at times, it wasn't consistent. At times, I'm like, fuck that. And I had the best shows. And then the other times, I'm like, oh no, I know what's gonna kill. This is gonna kill. They're gonna love this. And this shit just, oh my God, like the fucking Hindenburg.
Such a humbling energy.
It's humbling.
This
I'm
shit
like,
is humbling.
God damn. And then, you know, it's a crapshoot. But once I started not giving a fuck, I give a fuck, but don't give a fuck, if you understand what I'm saying.
I told him my best sets I had that I've ever had, like, are stick in my mind, or being like, oh, I murdered that shit, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm telling this shit, and this, however it goes, it goes.
Pretty much.
And then I guess that, in a sense, it's not like false confidence, but it's confidence like indirectly, because you just don't give a fuck. So you say how, you know what I mean? Like, if you walk up to a girl, like, yo, let me get your number, because you just don't give a fuck what she says.
Exactly.
That comes off as confidence. Like, oh, okay, here, 3, 2, 3. You're like, yeah, all right. But in your mind, you're like, well, I ain't gonna fuck if she gave it to me or not. You wasn't going in there like, I know she's gonna give it to me because
That's what's
look
up.
how I'm coming. You're just like, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's freeing, bro.
People can feel the energy of a person that goes, this is who I am, either if y'all laugh or not. This is how it's coming the rest of the night. And like, there's some people who immediately give it off and you're going to just roll with it no matter what. Like a Lavelle Crawford
Corey
come out
Holcomb.
there and he'll be like, Lavelle Crawford come out there and the first thing he say make you go, oh, this is how he is. Okay. You just deal with it right away, right? And Corey Holcomb obviously is another one that you go, okay, wow, this is your person. And Patrice, obviously,
Henry
like,
Coleman.
you come out there and you like,
Patrice is one of the people, I rest his soul, was one of the dudes that literally knew right away he didn't give a fuck.
he's a philosopher to me.
He's-
Like the way he acts and
The way he
delivers.
act, the way he talks about, I mean, I've seen him, like, and the specials you've seen him on, like,
Yeah.
with talking about women and his podcast. Oh, that's light. You know, I've seen Patrice way go off and almost like walk a room, and he doesn't really give a fuck. He just, he would walk a room and didn't give it because he just, I mean, he cared. He gave a fuck, but he gave a fuck about his craft, not about what they thought.
Yeah.
Because this is how I think. And they use like, come along for the ride or get the fuck off.
Well, you say you started at 94. I'm like, so you know hella people. Like, so that means you was in DC. Was Dave in DC around that time?
Who? Dave Chappelle, yeah, he was there. Yeah.
What did you think of him back then? Did you think that he would be this dude?
No. I never even thought Dave Chappelle was funny
Okay.
in the beginning.
Okay. I was just in DC last week, and we walk into a bar after we get done with Tony's shows, right? Like, so we had DC Improv, lead DC Improv. Tommy tells us he got another show that he's wrapping up right now. So we go to this wharf where there's like a fourth floor, and it's like a show upstairs. We walk in, think it's gonna be like some little, like, not local comic shit, but like, yeah, local DC comic shit. Nigga, Tony Woods is on stage.
Yeah, Tony.
There's like 20, 30 people in the room, right? And Tony Woods just doing a set, late night set. And I'm just like, nigga, is that Tony Woods right there? Like, I'm like, what? I'm in
Tony
DC,
Woods
it makes
is
sense,
deep.
but it's like.
And that
so-
was, I think Dave Chappelle said, you know, Tony Woods was his like muse. He was like,
Yeah.
he idolized Tony because of his style and delivery.
Yeah.
Like we all have done. Yeah, Dave Chappelle was there at that time, and he was just coming up. I think it was before he did his special "Killing Me Softly."
Yeah.
You but yeah, when Dave, I didn't know it was gonna be like this. When Dave was, you know, I didn't get it. Maybe because he was to me highbrow. Like I don't get, because I was doing like what we call all the black men with a chitlin circuit.
Yeah.
So there was a certain type of comedian.
He had that Ohio.
The Ohio.
He was cultured. He was
very cultured. He was saying
Theater
the word,
kid.
Like
and you
eclectic.
could tell I didn't read and shit because I didn't understand half the words he was saying. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I should have listened to my father. He should have read more. And then the thing about, he was like doing all these jokes, and the guys were like, yo, and dudes from the hood be like, yo, and they call him Dave. Yo, Dave, and that nigga different. I'm like, for real? You seem like, I'm just telling you. He's like, he some people like, oh, he's funny as hell. Some people like, it's not that he's funny. He's just interesting and his concepts and yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, of course, when he did the Chappelle show, that just took it to a new stratosphere. And then when he left and he came back, that's when I became a huge fan of his stand-up.
That was an example of him not giving a fuck.
That's exactly.
Because he left like, I don't give a fuck about
I don't
doing it.
give
I'm
a
not doing
fuck. He
this
goes,
shit.
look, I turned down $50 million. What else? What
Came
else?
back like, whatever.
Whatever happens. And that's why people love him, because he gives a fuck, meaning he gives a fuck about his craft. He doesn't give a fuck about his performance, because he's not performing. He's telling a story. He wants you to be a part of his world. And it's not about, hey, performing like he's a comedian. He's not a performer. The performers, you want to see perform, go to Vegas. Go to see the Elvis impersonator and shit.
Yeah, that's it.
But he is entertaining in the edutainment. That's what they call edutainment.
You like the specials post the Chappelle show more than you do the pre-Chappelle show specials? Like the HBO and the half hour?
Killing Me Softly was good. The
Yeah.
half hour I didn't like. I just like I
The
said.
first one was a half hour.
The first one was half hour.
They
when
killed
he-
it.
And
My favorite one post the pre-Chappelle show was For What It's Worth.
Oh, I never saw that one.
That shit was like, I got a story about that. When I met him, I told him the story. He was like, shit, that shit was amazing. And then when he came back, I thought he was funnier then, like like belly hurting, but I think he's way better and smarter
Just
and not like
polished.
it's a different.
Yeah,
it's different.
I always tell people, Dave to me speaks in stand up now. Like he just speaks in comedy. Like everything he
Yeah,
says.
you don't even know
to
you're at a
me
comedy. You're laughing, but you're just
is-
like,
Yeah,
you
and-
feel like you're learning something.
Yeah, you're learning and laughing at the same time, which I love. Pryor was one of my idols. Eddie Murphy was the one reason why I got into it. But Eddie Murphy would talk about Richard Pryor all the time. Like Richard Woman and Richard and Richard. And I was like, okay, let me check this Richard Pryor. I don't know. And there's one dude said, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Richard is funnier than Eddie. I'm like, what the fuck you mean Richard funnier than Eddie? What the fuck is this Richard? He ain't funnier than Eddie Murphy. I mean, because he was my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I listened to Richard, and I listened to Mudbone, which you have to listen to. Yeah. And I was like, and it wasn't just the laughs, it was how he'd hold the people.
Got him.
He got them in that story, and they just finished laughing. And then you can hear, and and the album is great because you hear tables smacking.
all
and
kinds of
You
shit,
hear all kinds of
glasses
sound
falling
effects.
off.
Oh my, woo! And then all of a sudden, and then he hit him with something else, and then the crowd erupted again. I was like, yo, and Eddie did the same thing, but Eddie was great with voices, and he had the persona, the rock star. But Richard had this, like Chappelle, like he would hold you, but he was just more animated. And that's why I was like, him and Damon Wayans were the two dudes. I was like, that's how I want to do
Like that
comedy.
special that I said For What It's Worth is the last one he did I think it came out in 04, maybe 05,
Really?
before he disappeared. And one of the jokes he said he's on a trolley in San Francisco, homeless dude gets in on her, and he takes the trolley hostage. He's like, we didn't have a gun, he was jacking off. And he's like, don't move, everybody. And then one dude's like, he can't get us all. He's like, he lunged at him, he was like, ugh. He's like, he ejaculates, and he's like, I weaved that shit like the Matrix. It hit dude in the face. He's like, ah, screaming. He's like, I got AIDS. He's like, just knock it off. You can't get AIDS like that. He's like, I don't know shit. I don't know where AIDS come from. They say it came from us fucking monkeys. He's like, you know how stupid that is? You know, a monkey will rip your dick off and throw it in the tall weeds. He was like, yo, just imagine that. Your boy's like, yo, we going to the club, man. He's like, nah, I'm going to chill with my monkey. You know how long it took me to train this motherfucker to suck my dick without peeling the skin off? Go ahead, more monkey pussy for me. Like, he's not telling jokes like that no. Like, that's not a real scenario. That's some shit he made up.
I think
now his shit is like, this is real.
It's philosophical.
I think that was his youthfulness.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
when you're
That's
young,
why
you
that's
you
funny.
hypothesize, make crazy jokes, and then as you get older and reality hits you, like, life funny too, dog. Real life funny too. Like,
That's why I said,
how
like,
you start to get more
before
real.
it was just like when CB tells jokes about like his cousin in a nursing home.
Yeah.
That shit is like he's making up the story. It's hilarious. Your stomach is hurting, but that's not a real story. Like now, Dave is like, oh, I ran into this trans person and this happened. It's like, oh, this shit is real. So now you're like more like this is real.
Yeah,
that's why I feel like he's way better now. But he was more funny.
Yeah,
Just, like,
I didn't
stomach
see.
hurting,
I gotta
like,
check out that one. That's
I like the
shit.
half hour more, honestly, dog. That nigga,
That's the
he
only one I
said he
didn't
got
see.
so successful as a black man that he don't look like he live in the house he live in.
Oh, and he's like, they come in.
Police would come and think he the robber. He's
I thought
still here.
I thought that was on Killing Him Softly.
And he hung up pictures of himself too.
Was that Killing Me Softly?
That was
That's the half hour,
It
bro.
was like sprinkle crack on him. That was
That's
Killing Him
half
Softly.
No, that's a half
And
hour.
then
He's
that's
right.
Oh, is it?
It wasn't a Killing Me Softly.
And
Yeah,
then the
Killing Me-
CSI, he's at the crime scene. Like, they found jizz on the floor. Like, how'd they find it? Like, the detective's like,
See, that's crazy.
That's because I
I gotta see that. I never
I
seen
remember
that.
because
one.
Killing Me
that
Softly.
blew my mind. I said, that's the
Killing Me
best.
Softly was he was.
He
the
had a
one
blue shirt on.
He had a blue
Timbs,
shirt on, and he was about the
jeans.
crackhead baby.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
and the
crackhead
limo.
baby,
Hey,
hey,
baby. What you doing out here at 3 in the morning?
Fuck you, nigga! I got kids. Oh goddamn! Oh my god! I
No,
mean,
that's a good. No, the
that
crackhead
man,
baby
that
was-
baby, that joint when he said something about that was when Clinton got caught.
Getting dick sucked.
Get dick sucked. He goes, and then he was watching the news. He goes, and then he fondled my breasts in his hands.
Oh, no.
Slowly went up my thigh, and he goes, "Don't bust that nut. We'll be right back." Yeah, that motherfucker was.
You seen that one I'm talking about?
I
what
see
it was?
that, and that's
when
I
he
think
talks
that's the one that said
about
how
R.
old is
Kelly.
14 really?
How old is 16 really when he's
14 really?
oh,
Yeah.
is it 14?
14 or 15.
Oh, he's like he tells a story about the girl getting kidnapped
Bit through the rope,
by some
broke out
white
of her
dudes, and he's
trunk.
like, she was 1 block away from her house. It took her like 8 months. He's like, you can't fucking do that. He's like, there's a black girl. She should have been on the news. Some crackheads kidnapped her. They tied her up. She chewed through the ropes. Got these niggas arrested before the 6 o'clock news and shit. They're out doing, crackhead shit, looking for chocolate and crack to smoke. But that was all on that. And he talked about the R. Kelly shit. He's like, I was at nightclubs. I know. Bring R. Kelly in. Tell him stay away from my face. Short of piss will wash off in a good shot. Like that, he was talking about all the shit that was current, but it was. But I gotta watch the 30-minute one.
But it's comedians like that I admire so much. I respect so much, and even whether it be old or young or even if you figured it out early. But when you say finding your voice, now I know what finding your voice is, which is to block out the noise.
Yeah.
Block out the unnecessary noise because it's your voice. A song, and I'm sure musicians go through this. Athletes. That's why I always love sports because that's the one thing I can compare our thing. It's a gladiator sport.
Yeah.
You're in an arena with people looking at you, waiting to pounce. Because if your ass ain't funny, you will fucking know it. You will. They won't say. You can get the unfortunate silence. When the motherfucker just looking at you. And you just hear bottles clinking, and it's so quiet you could hear the motherfucker blinking, like you could hear the liquid. You could
hear the pulse in your own head.
Your pulse, hell yeah! You
can
can hear the heartbeat. You can hear someone's pace. And be like, God, that's how. I heard the air conditioning. That's how I was bombing. The air conditioning was loud. I was like, the air conditioning gotta be that loud? And then someone said, well, maybe if you make a joke. And then I was like, oh,
it's time to go.
Yeah, good night. I was like, so.
Yeah,
hey man, it's just blocking out the noise, understanding what your purpose is, and doing the work. But like I said, to give a fuck about what you do, but not give a fuck about the perception of how people are gonna
Yeah.
receive it.
So speaking of doing the work, you got a comedy special that you just put out
Is there?
recently. Let's talk about that before we wrap it up, because
Yeah.
I want to get into that.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. That's why I came out here to pump my own shit.
Yeah, so I want to make sure we do that before.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's called Doing Too Much. It's on YouTube. It's a YouTube comedy special. I taped it August of last year at the Ice House Comedy Club in Pasadena.
Nice.
Did 2 shows. It went great. It was the time to do it right now because we wrapped up the Upshaws. We did a 5th and final season this past spring, and it'll be coming out hopefully on Netflix sometime this fall, maybe winter sometime.
Yeah.
But I said this is the time to do it because we did the Upshaws for 5 years, and as we all said, we want to do it. And I said I'm gonna do the special, and I was fortunate enough to get a good relationship with people on the show. Esther Treadway, Choco, his name is who directed it. Choco Zias, he did the cinematography for it. He just got nominated for an Emmy with the
shit.
Upshaws. Yeah, so and they were like, well, Mike, whatever you want.
And you put your own money up to do
I
it?
put all my money independently done.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I'll plug it all in, and
Plug-
you know
yes,
when I think.
please do, man. Please do. Yeah, because I got it from Joe Coy. Joe Coy said, before he did Netflix, he did it independently.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to, man. And that's the way to go. And I tell dudes that, I see a lot of funny dudes out here. And if you got the means and if you feel like you got the right people around you, and it's just getting the right team. And that's what I said to myself. I was like, I'm not fucking waiting. I've been on, I've been on Everybody Hates Chris. Thankfully, I've been on some good, successful shows. And why not put out my first comedy special? I've never had, because I was waiting for it, and I was waiting on Netflix. So I was like, well, I worked on Netflix. They're gonna give me the special. And nope.
No.
It don't work that way, bro. It don't.
I don't know how they choose them, but some of the people that get them, you be like, what the fuck? And then the people they turn down, you be like, bro,
yeah.
they have the numbers. Like, why are they, you know what I'm saying? So
You think it's the numbers, but it isn't the number. It's all a crap game, bro. And also I got tired of just being bitter every fucking time I turned on Netflix and I see motherfucker that be like, who the fuck? He got one? Or she got one? This nigga. Oh my God. And all of a sudden here come my ex-wife. Yeah, why does he have a show and you don't, bitch? I know, I'm watching. You don't, we understand that. He's not even that funny. I know, I know.
this is my gripe.
This is my, can I
We at least agree on that.
agree on that? Good. No,
So
yeah.
we ask everybody this before we get out of it.
Yes, sir.
Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years, ideally?
5 years, I want to see myself touring arenas, doing
Good.
concert halls, theaters, and doing a couple more hit shows, movies. I love, my main things to do a sketch show. I love to do a sketch show. Please get some of the funniest people that I know. And ultimately, my super objective, because Quake and a bunch of other dudes did open up a comedy club.
Ooh, no one said that on here, right?
I want to open up I want to, because the way I see a lot of dudes, a lot of these comedy clubs treat either the older comics or the up and coming, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Where would you put it? Where would you put it?
Where would I put the comedy club? I would probably do New York.
Okay.
New York and Miami, and then probably
Nice.
come out to LA. But if I were to do
Miami, that's a great idea.
Miami. But if I were to do it in LA, it wouldn't be the regular LA fucking get the same people on the same list, and you call and you get booked every 6 months.
Yeah.
If you do it, if you're funny, you're funny.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been there for like 2-3 weeks, I already have this shit mapped out and bring them back because they had a good set. It's like watching a film on sports. Oh, he did well. Bring his app. Oh, she did well. Bring
Should
her
be
app
like
back.
fantasy points. What it should
Fantasy.
be
Hell
like,
yeah, you get
Yeah.
fantasy points because at the end, I want to open up a comedy club that treats the comics the way they should be treated, that pays in the way they should be paid. Because y'all, this crowd is here for them for a specific, not because of numbers.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that number shit where you got 100,000 followers. And
Yeah.
you go up there and then take a huge shit on stage.
Well, that's why Chocolate Sundays could sell out every weekend, and the Friday and Saturday at the Laugh Factory don't, because they don't ever even list who the comedian. So no one goes there saying, "Oh, this comedian that I follow is going to be there." They know that show is good every time they go,
Correct.
and they bank on that. It's not like, well, we need you to promote it so we can do good. Nah, people know we have the gold standard.
They trust it.
They
right?
trust it,
And there
yeah.
used to be a time period where you would go to a comedy club and trust that the acts would be funny because the club booked those acts without the fame.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the problem with comedy right now is that people go to a show worried all these guys are going to be funny. That's a crazy question to have to
Yeah.
ask. Answer still is it gonna be funny? Like, what do you mean? Is it gonna be funny?
It's a
You know what I'm
comedy
saying?
club, yeah.
You should
what I'm
know
saying?
if I'm going here tonight.
We
Yo,
gotta
it's gonna be a
fix
good
that.
time.
It's
Trust
gonna
me.
be, yeah.
Comedy gotta fix that. We
Yeah,
gotta
so
be back
that's
to
why
the
that's why I want to
trust
open a
and
comedy.
funny.
Just it's gonna be funny when you come. You know you're gonna have a good show, whether it be open mic, dudes that been doing it in get teens or major headliners. But you are going to laugh. You're gonna do that. But at the end of the day, all I want to leave you with is, man, I think I've seen a lot of funny dudes. Y'all are funny, and if you have the inkling or you feel like even if it's a half-hour special,
Yeah.
you got all these fucking technology. Just go in and do it, man. I felt so, you know what I'm saying? You right here.
Yeah.
You could just do it. Get a room. Yeah, you come out of pocket, but the benefits outweigh the expense that
You gotta bet on
put in.
yourself
Bet on
sometimes.
your fucking self, bro.
So-
It works.
Before we get out of there, look into that camera. Tell them where they can follow you at. I'll put it on the screen as well.
Hey, yo, this is Mike Estime. Thank you so much for having me again, Mike. The real Mike Estime, not Mike Murphy, because you're like, yo, that's not him. Mike Estime, the real Mike Estime. That's Instagram. Also, I am Mike Estime. That's TikTok. Yes, I had to get on fucking TikTok like I'm a 13-year-old, but hey, you do what you got to do. And also Facebook. Oh shit, I'm like, yeah. So again, the real Mike Estime, Instagram. I am Mike Estime, Estime at I am Mike Estime on TikTok, and the real Mike Estime on Facebook. Doing too much YouTube. Please check it out. I appreciate you. We're up to at least 32,000 right now.
Yeah.
After just a few weeks, let's get it going.
Come on, man. So let's manifest that 5-year goal. Me and John got ours, man. I wish nothing but success in your future endeavors. Thank you for coming on the show. You got anything to say?
Nah, man. It's been a fun one.
It was fun, man. Thanks again.
Man, thank you, bro.
Hey, subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share. Check out how it's special. The link will be in the description when I post it. It's been another great episode, man. I am the host, comedian Mike Murphy, my man, 100 Grand.
John Grimes.
We'll see y'all next week.